The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. There's the whistle and here we go.
Well, Peter, if you're looking for a top-class left-back, look no further than this guy.
The seriously rapid Serginho. What can we expect from him?
Well, he's like a full-back, wing-back and winger fused into one. There's a lot of people who can learn a thing or two about the way he moves about the pitch.
Yeah, particularly the way he picks up those positions to gather goals and offer assists. Now it's Fernandes. Now it's Kane. Now that looks a decent ball. Aimed beyond the defence. And he's there to get it away. And that's been won straight back. And here's Son Heung-min. Van Dijk. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. He's through, now is he in? Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. What a start. Free kick in a dangerous position in the opening minutes. And we have the first chance from a dead ball situation. It's run loose, who's going to get there? Son Heung-min, and one more try! Oh, the ball's run loose here. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Knocks it into space, and he's managed to get free.
Milan would very much seem to be
Kane! Goal! Milan! And Milan have the lead. Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Tries to play it through. Mohamed Salah.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Son Heung-min, he's picked his way through. Oh no, this does not look good. Serginho getting this one clear. Now, can they get him away? Now it's Son Heung-min. Gets a good foot in there. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. He's shifting through the gears here. That's a little off target. Now it's Messi. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Alexander-Arnold. Now that's well seen too. Oh, good-looking ball. And this is Messi. Well timed, excellent interception. Searching pass he's played there. "30 minutes gone. Great vision. Ødegaard. A mixture of good defending and indecisive passing. No progress. And it's Messi. He shifted it to the flank. Robertson stood his ground strongly. It's a pretty loose pass. Kamavinga. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Can he get on the end of this? Shot a goal! It's in! And there's the goal they've been looking for. And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
So that's two now without reply.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up.
Son Heung-min looks to get on the end of this. Akanji calmly anticipates. Chance here to counter. Salah. Akanji gets a foot in here. Plays a sharp little ball here. Oh, nice touch. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him.
Added time.
Now it's Kane. Kane has been caught there, it's a foul. Alexander-Arnold. Kamavinga. And there's green grass ahead of him. He's found a way through. And there is the half-time whistle. Reflections on the first half?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think the manager has to resist change at this stage.
And the second half gets underway.
I think it'll be fascinating to see how they're going to change their approach here. They have to go for it and try and pull one back, but they also have to be aware that going 3 down will probably seal their fate.
Serginho. And it's Van Dijk. Now Van Dijk. And this is Mohamed Salah. He's got away. It's Salah! And it's Caicedo. Son Heung-min. He won't be happy with that one. Still no way through. The defending here is resolute. Short changes him with that pass. And here's Ødegaard. Akanji. It's a quick one. Oh, cracking ball. Son Heung-min! Oh, split-second reaction.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
And we have our very first corner. Up he goes! He will be livid with himself.
Well, just too much pressure on him in the end, Peter.
Oh, good-looking ball. Kane is herring after that one. Now it's Kane. Now it's Ødegaard.
There's no doubt it's a long way back, but they can at least give us something to believe the gap might be closed.
Robertson. That's been cut out, well played. Now it's Kane. Well, that's surely a foul, free kick. Van Dijk. And it's Serginho. And Serginho. Alexander-Arnold. That's a cute ball. Can he latch on to this? And that's a goal kick. Alexander-Arnold. And it's Jimenez. And Caicedo. Now it's Messi. Milan finding their passes. Threads one in. And he's picked it up out wide. Son Heung-min. Serginho. Tries to pass it through. And a chance! It's hit the upright. Alexander-Arnold. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Strong running down that left flank. Son Heung-min could try cutting inside here. There's the shot! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
That's the threat he carries, Peter, running at defences like that. If only he managed to retain his composure.
Just eases him off the ball. Oh, this is a... Shoots! Off the post! Played up towards the front line. In with the challenge.
That's good play from him.
Oh, that's a key interception. Serginho. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Akanji. Now it's Mohamed Salah. Robertson concedes a free kick for that. Now it's Kane.
Variety is the spice of footballing life too. They need to alter their approach and start shifting this ball out wide.
Now he's got space here. That has ended up in no man's land. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. The pressing's intense and it's paid off. Pass is just off target. Son Heung-min.
Well, this does not look promising, Peter. The least they can do is to give the crowd something to cheer about, but that might be difficult from here.
Always onto this. Fernandez is onto this. And that has been knocked clear.
That's alert and sharp and very well played.
Camavinga. Oh, just skips past his big chance! Oh, that was no routine save.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Camavinga! He can get that clear. Oh, important interception. And that will be it. In the end then, no joy. Not for the want of trying, not for the want of running. Simply they were beaten by a better team on the day. Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. We have already started here. And he was alert to it. Serginho, now he is quick.
Rapid, Peter, absolutely rapid.
I suppose if there was such a thing as a model Brazilian fullback, he'd be pretty close to it, wouldn't he?
Yeah, you don't...
Rafinha, and another try! Decent attempt, but not quite good enough. Can he get on the end of this? He has found the way through. Opts to play it back. Chance! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. Foden. Messi. That has been slung wide. Ball's gone out of play. It's going to be another throw. Now, can they get him away? And it's been played through. And that's put paid to a promising move. Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative.
Odegaard! Oh, and they really should have been made to pay. First quarter of an hour gone. It may be goalless, but it is not without interest.
Yeah, the tempo is strong and the game has flair and lots of potential for me.
There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Alexander-Arnold kept his eye on it, and he's there. Anguissa engages and forces him off the ball. And it's Odegaard. Oh, he's found support out wide. Odegaard! Odegaard!
Milan clearly are trying to establish themselves as a team that likes to retain the ball, Peter.
And it's a good watch, Jim, isn't it?
Well, it is, and it's always a pleasure for me to see a team move the ball in silky fashion like this. But you know what's coming next, Peter. It has to be with a mean cutting edge.
Played into space out wide. Nice interception, well timed. And the shot! Goal! The breakthrough strike! It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
After 27 minutes is
So the first goal of the game.
Well, this should allow them to be a bit more expansive, although they'll be wise to be cautious for now.
Played into space.
That's positional gold.
Can he finish? And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. Now it's Messi. Odegaard. Now that looks a decent ball. Anguissa. Well timed, excellent interception. Now it's Son Heung-min. Threads one in. It's Kane! Now who's going to be first to this? Serginho. Son Heung-min! They want to be quick to recover this.
It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
Alexander-Arnold. Mohamed Salah has it in a wide position. Alexander-Arnold tries to pass it through. Great chance! Cleared without complication. Takes a shot! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
It wasn't the best strike, to be honest, Peter. The pass might have been a better option there.
Foden. And Anguissa. Foot in. Odegaard with a definite fell there. Anguissa. Foden. That's a good ball out wide. Van Dijk. And it's Camavinga. Can he get onto this? He's having a shot! And it's in! And this is getting better and better. A horrible blip, a situation utterly avoidable that has resulted in considerable embarrassment.
Yeah, they've only got themselves to blame. Mistakes in those areas are very punishable.
So that's two now without reply.
You can really sense how important this goal was for them. They needed it, now they have it.
And that'll be the last act of the first half. Some first half thoughts?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think the manager has to resist change at this stage.
It has been a remarkable contest, decorated by goals, and two between them at half-time. And the action is back on the way. Jimenez. Now Foden. Oh, given away. Decent chance! In for the pieces. Now it's Son Heung-min. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Now that's well seen too. And here's Kane. Well, that's beautifully weighted. And the finish! Yes! And they are pulling clear here. A truly wonderful strike, decorated with dip and curl.
Well, it's one of those, Peter, when you've got to take your hat off and just say, too good.
Number 14, Mohamed Salah. Mohamed Salah.
3-0 and things are starting to look awfully cosy. Spread out to the left. Throw in. Anguissa. Robertson. Camavinga wins the duel this time. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And he was quick to react. And that's really well manoeuvred. Anguissa. Can he get it through? And he welcomes it in. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
He made it look a bit predictable.
He's had it taken off him. Anguissa. Almost an hour gone. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Milan needed that. They really needed it.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
Looking for the run. Serginho. Looking for options for movement. He's onside. And it's Son Heung-min. He's going for goal. In he goes again. Just wouldn't stay down for him. Foden. Great vision. He's found a way through. Camavinga takes the shot. And he's done very well to deal with it.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but That's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
Plays a sharp little ball. Mohamed Salah! It's in! It is no contest. It is a landslide. He made it happen, squeezed through with sheer will and considerable accuracy.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that, but you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here.
Well, Peter, I don't think there's anything tactical or injury related here. I think it's just all about the push for a goal now.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here. Just eases him off the ball. Nicely weighted ball. And he shoots! It's in!
Oh, he did so well to hold his run and stay on side, Peter. That was really clever.
They're still trying to make a game of this. Looking to play him in. And he's in on goal. And this is Son Heung-min. Son Heung-min unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. He's played it back. Akanji. And it's Ødegaard. And he's had a hit! It's hit the upright. Ødegaard with the foul. Now it's Mohamed Salah. He is through here. Son, he rises! Goal! It was casual, it was careless, and it has proven costly.
Yeah, they were made to pay for not moving the ball smartly enough through a very strong pressing wave.
82 minutes is number 6, Son Heung-min. Son Heung-min. Son Heung-min.
It's become a case of men against boys. Camavinga charging forward, the ball at his feet. Camavinga. Camavinga showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Now who's going to be first to this? Now it's Messi. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Aimed beyond the defence. Now it's Son Heung-min. Kane! They've scored! And the chasm continues to widen. A brutal statement that underpins where these teams are at.
Absolutely no element of fluke either. Makes this even more worrying in some ways.
Number 21.
Final checks on the touchline. A change about to occur.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
Knocks it into space. Just seeing the board now. He's tried one! Well, he caught that pure, but no end product. Anguissa. Not much subtlety about that challenge. Well, that's surely a foul. Free kick. And he is going into that little black book.
Well, what goes through a player's head at times like that is a mystery to me.
Kane does well to get it back. And that's it. Well, that was a tale of two very different teams. One driven, ruthless, prolific. The other quite the... Well, here we are with everything very much to play for. Win this one and they're going up. Incentives do not come much simpler or sweeter than that one. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. And we're underway. Serginho, now he is quick.
Rapid, Peter, absolutely rapid.
I suppose if there was such a thing as a Rafinha! And the header is disappointing in the end.
Oh, that's a real disappointment as well, after he worked so hard to just get into position and get on the end of that in the first place. A lot of effort for very little reward.
Spread it left. Now it's Messi. Now it's Messi. Alexander-Arnold kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. And he's and the shot! Alexander-Arnold promptly onto that, and that is that. Now it's Messi. Messi!
What a super start, a total shocker for the opponents. Talk about how to wrestle control. That's how you do it.
The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
I'm not making any apologies, but I was willing him to supply the finish, and he came up trumps.
He's gone for goal! No, not quite.
It wasn't the best strike, to be honest, Peter. The pass might have been a better option there.
Great vision. No, that's been intercepted. Messi. Can he latch on to this? He has found the... Oh, shooting chance! Oh, taken with style. They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye. Well, no goalkeeper would keep that out. It really was a bullet.
And I think he's even surprised himself, Peter, in how well he caught that.
So that's two now without reply.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Gets to show off his quick feet. The ball swung in. And the keeper gets his hands on it. Now it's Mohamed Salah. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. And he's intervened well there.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage.
Goes for a shot! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Rafinha is offering a wry smile there.
Driving on and making good progress. Shapes to shoot! Oh, that was wicked, a truly wicked effort.
Well, that was certainly bold, Peter. He's never short on confidence.
And here's Messi. Guardiola. And this is Messi. Messi! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. That has been cut short. Turns back here, probably the best option. There were better options before the ball was lost. Easy to save from up here, I know. Ødegaard. Now it's Mohamed Salah. Out towards the flank. He can run onto that. And smartly reclaimed. And that's put paid to a promising move. And the counter is on. Camavinga. Serginho. And it's Son Heung-min. Engages and forces him off the ball. Now that's well seen too. They get a throw in. Son Heung-min. No, again there's no way through. Serginho. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Oh, that's been cut out, well played. Time perhaps for one last twist before half-time. Messi looking understandably energised after his goal. And he's certainly onside here. He's decent chance! And it's hit the woodwork and out! Lovely pass, but can he get there? Van der Ven cuts it out. Alexander-Arnold. Cuellar. Now that looks a decent ball. Marquinhos. Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. And he's had it nicked away. Nicely weighted ball. Strong running down that left flank. Mbappe! Oh, this looks sharp.
2 added
Son
minutes
Heung-min.
has been indicated.
Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Plenty to aim at here. Rafinha puts a cross in.
How many interceptions have we seen now? Someone's got to up the quality and set an example.
Played into the middle. Cleared away. And he's managed to get rid. And there's the end of the first half. What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
The boss is going to be disappointed with the way his team just switched off for those 2 goals. They'll have to take some risks now to try and get back in this game. And it's easier said than done, as we know.
And we are already promptly back underway.
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do, Peter, is give away an early goal. But they can't afford to get too cagey either. So attack with real devilment, go for that goal and see if they can unsettle them.
That's a good block, but at the expense of a corner. Little doubt who they'll be aiming at here.
Well, he is someone you can count on to get his head to it, one way or another, Peter.
Manchester United have the chance to go the other way. Oh, super ball. He's having a shot! Relentless! Just relentless! And they are pulling clear here. A mere formality, nigh on a certainty. He is truly in the zone.
Oh, that's excellent composure because the keeper put as much...
Could be danger here. Oh, he's just the keeper's... And he shoots! Oh, it's a foul there right on the edge of the box. The referee's decided that he was fouled outside the box, and it is just a free kick. And just to confirm that the referee did issue a yellow card for that earlier incident.
Well, I think the alternative was to stand there and do nothing while he tried to score, and obviously he's not going to allow that, Peter, is he?
He's shifting through the gears here. Ødegaard. Well, that pass isn't the best.
There's no doubt it's a long way back, but they can at least give us something to believe the gap might be closed.
He's picked his way through, and he whips it across. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. It's a pretty loose pass. Camavinga wins the duel this time. Tries to play it through. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Serginho. Rafinha proving a very adept defender. It was a good tackle too.
He's dealt with that very well, Peter. It's a real show of discipline. I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply.
He's got away. Great chance! And the keeper has shown real class. He had to be at his very best.
Well, that always looked a little ambitious for me, but still, at least he had the confidence to take it on.
Oh, it's a searing run. He is a man on a mission. That's a risky ball, you've got to say. Marquinhos defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Foot in. Camavinga. And it's Salah. And he's forced to go back. And Akanji. And again, they run up against stubborn defending. Now it's Messi. Half an hour gone in the second half. And that pass just didn't quite work. Messi. Spread neatly. Oh, that's fabulous. Goes for the shot! Oh, that's a foul, and the whistle's gone. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card.
Well, there's no question, Peter, what his manager thought of it. He's turned away in disgust.
Number 8.
It's a good 30, 35 yards out, this.
Number 17.
So who's he going to be aiming for here?
Number 7. Eduardo Camavinga. Coming on the field. Number 94. Talisca. Number 9. Hazard. Number 15. Caicedo.
Van Dijk. And it's Serginho. Oh, easy pickings there. Well timed, excellent interception. Well, who saw this coming? Such a major day, and it has gone so terribly flat.
Well, it just goes to show it can happen to the best of us, but no one's giving up just yet.
Aimed beyond the defence. Alexander-Arnold. And here's Messi. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Looking for the run. That is a great pick out. Alexander-Arnold. Talisca. No unnecessary risks, and the game is petering out here.
2 added minutes.
Looking
have
for
been
options for
indicated.
movement. Bit of an appeal, but nothing doing. Goes long and straight. And here's Mbappe. And that's a dangerous... It's Hazard! No mistake! Yet another goal in an awesome performance. They are in complete charge. And time is up. Well, that was thrilling. A game of champs and chumps. The winners were so good at times.